completely disregard everything I've ever taught you guys about personal branding. Every one of my 40 other videos, completely futile. I am going to show you guys the new updates on how to build a personal brand profitably. I've had my head down in this 75-day hard monk mode of pure obsession, completely changing up my entire content strategy. And I started implementing it for myself. I started implementing it for my clients, and consistently, month over month, we have seen better and better results where we've basically been able to predict virality, growth, and lead flow like a thermostat, not a thermometer, like a thermostat, where I can go and I can increase the amount of leads I want. I can increase the amount of followers I want. I can decrease followers and growth because I want to focus more on lead flow. I have full freaking control of this all, and that's where I disappeared to. I apologize, no videos, but it is what it is. I'm not intending this video to go viral. I'm just showing this video to people who actually want to know how to build a personal brand from complete scratch in 2025 with the perfect freaking ecosystem to build you into an authority. And that's what this entire video is about. I broke it off into 3 main parts with all the big updates, and I'm so excited to share it all. But this is data after data. I'm going to quickly show proof that it works. So I posted this yesterday, walking people through the entire process, and I have my client who's been with us for over a year. He has a $150 million DTC brand, and he's like, bro, you and your team are the best because we cracked it for him. We did it with this agency owner as well, who's been working with us just for over a year, 8-figure a year agency owner, completely stoked about the results. Did it for Cody as well too. Cody's been with us for 8 months, waitlist on his agency, just killing it with his growth all around. And we've literally mastered virality and lead flow for these individuals for whatever offer that they want, and it's taking them less than 45 minutes on a weekly basis. But if you were to do it yourself, it would take 45 minutes a day. Guys, this is with no paid ads, no cold outreach, no massive following. We're gonna walk through 3 different stages over here, right? This is going to be for B2B owners, marketing agencies, freelancers, info guys, coaches, consultants, basically anyone who's selling anything online that wants a personal brand. So let's get into this. So stage number 1, we're focusing on stirring the pot. The objective here is defining the ICP, the positioning, target audience, Dream 100, first set of content and idea generation, an infinite way to come up with infinite content ideas that are constantly in demand. So step number 1 is such a boring step, but if you do not know how to do this properly, I promise you, you will not have a successful personal brand. There's 4 platforms we're focusing on: is Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and your personal brand's emails. Your objective is to answer each of these questions. Who are you creating content for? You are not creating it because you want to be Jake Paul. You're not creating this because you want to be twerking on camera. You want to create content to make money. That's all that freaking matters to any of us here. We want to build our social media presence to get people to connect with us, but create content for them so people are ready to pay us. So what is their revenue? What's holding them back? What fears do they have? What desires? What are their dreams? What seasons are they in? If we identify these and come up with 3 different types of buyer personas or follower personas, we will be able to work perfectly in creating a content strategy for it. Then from there, we need a positioning. I think everyone in the space thinks, oh, if I answer some questions or write content about it, I'm going to grow. You will not grow your freaking account if you're doing that. Your objective is to have people remember you as something. When people think about your personal brand, what do you want them to remember? Are you removing an old pain? Are you bringing their dream to reality? Are you a niche specialist within a niche, aka me? The old ways are dead. Are you trying to show people that the old way that people are doing things is dead? Or do you have your own unique mechanism? You gotta show people and give people a reason to remember you. You are not the only one building your personal brand. I have videos with 40, 50,000 views of every single individual watching that video trying to build their personal brand. I'm just one of the people in the space preaching this. There are infinite people doing this. How are you standing out? You need to have your positioning mastered. Choose any of these positionings. Now, the way that you're writing content will always have one of these positionings subtly within it. And I'll explain more of that later in this video. Then we're going to identify the target audience. When it comes to the online space, we got to think about what are your followers actually doing here? Who are they following? Who are they talking to? And who are they commenting underneath? Guys, You have the greatest asset known to man. You can literally see other people's social media presences and study what they're doing, study what they're learning, study who they're commenting on there, and we create content that relates back to them. Guys, this is the way that I got my wife. It's so funny. I found her on social media. I found what she's interested in. I started tweeting and posting stuff around that stuff. She got interested in, and I bagged the baddie all because I knew what she was interested in. It works very freaking well. Now we reuse those questions for identifying your ICP. Then this is my favorite part. This is something we've been doing with all our clients. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. This right here is what's going to make you grow faster than anyone else in the space. There's this concept called the Dream 100. The Dream 100 essentially is 100 people that you potentially want to work with, and you're going to be finding them on social media, and you're going to be engaging with them with your own accounts. So there's two ways me and my clients have personally gone about this. Method number one is we befriend people on the timelines. We identify the prospect. We engage on the timeline with value. We jump into the DMs. We follow up and jump into a call. That's why I closed Ryan McKenzie. I was screwing around with him. He was in my Dream 100 list. I was joking around with some stuff. He saw my ankles. He joked about my ankles. I brought it to the DMs and I closed him a week later. He's paid me for the past year. Over a year, he's been working with us because of this exact strategy. The second one is identify the qualified followers, aka your Dream 100, give them a personalized strategy as a gift, provide them more value, follow up with them, and then hop in a call. Guys, if you can identify this list, I'm going to show you guys my list right now. This is my Dream 100. There's 20 people currently on this list, and I'm expanding this list. I am engaging with these people every single day. This individual I finally hopped on a call with. Majority of these guys don't even follow me. I have 150,000 followers. They don't even care who I am right now. I am trying to make myself memorable. This Dream 100 list, when they start engaging with me, I'm going to be able to have a strong foundational base of people who trust my account, who vouch for me, that I'll be able to close in the future. Then from there, we're going to talk about the profile, the first batch of content. Very basic. Your banner image is going to be your business name, one line about the outcome that you have, some big names that you work with so people can trust you. Your bio is a personalized statement, the outcome your service provides, and a call to action. And your pin post has to be some insane freaking value post where people can learn from you through some sort of outcome that you're selling, but you're providing it in a step-by-step framework. So then what's your content strategy when you have less than 500 followers? You're doing one post on a daily basis. You're engaging with 20 accounts every single day. You're DMing 5 people every day. What are your posts supposed to be? One hot take, one experience post would be the next day. The next day could be a story. The next day could be a motivational post. Motivational and hot takes are what's going to attract followers. Experiences and stories are what's going to nurture those people to actually trust you. At the end of the day, the biggest realization I've had is all that matters is we need to become an authority online. An authority is when someone comes to you and is ready to pay you because they see you as the most trusted source. Now, what's the key word that I said here? It's trust. We're not in the attention economy. The attention economy is dead. We have entered the trust economy. Everything we're doing, every content piece is building trust. Look how I started this video off. I started this video off by literally showing you guys who is working with me so you guys can trust me to continue to this point. It is working right now. I am in this trust economy. Every content piece I'm creating is to build trust with my audience. Once I actually have their trust, I can show them any offer I have and they will hire me. But the big question is here, how the hell can you come up with content that gets people to trust you, and how do you come up with infinite content ideas? That's where my idea generation methodology comes in. So there are two main ways to generate these ideas. Number one is interviewing yourself, and number two is market research. So the interview, these are the exact questions that I use over and over again when I'm interviewing any new client, whether it be a 9-fig guy, an 8-fig guy, or a 7-figure guy. What are some of their personal stories or anecdotes? What are your successes? What is some advice that you give to other business owners who are just starting out? Whatever it might be, these are the questions we let them answer, or you answer them yourself, interview yourself, and you're going to transcribe these. This is your foundation for your actual account. It's going to help you come up with infinite content ideas. The second way is going to be doing market research. If you can identify your competitors in the space and study their best performing recent content. For example, if you're in the creatives niche, you would study Anzi's account. You're going to go look at whatever his most recent content is that was actually performing. I have my own dashboard for this. I created my own proprietary tech. That tech shows me what's working per industry, and we use that for all of our clients. So if you do want to become a client and you want us to do everything for you, all your content, all your strategy, all of your optimization, and let us build you into this authority on Twitter and LinkedIn, just click the link below and book a call, and I will jump on the call with you directly. We have very limited spots. We work with the best of the best names in the space, multi-8, multi-9-figure dudes. If you want to build your personal brand to authority and let us do all this heavy lifting, just click the link below. But if you do want to do it yourself, that's totally fine. You're going to go into these specific niches. You're going to identify your niche. You're going to find 10 accounts within your niche. You're going to study their accounts' content and ask yourself, what question were they answering within this content? For example, if you're stumped and have run out of ideas for your creative hooks, here are my go-to hooks inside of this space. The question that he's answering is, how can I come up with infinite hooks for my creatives? What about this? Here are some psychological principles we use at 800 creatives we've made in a month. The next question is, the question he's answering here is, how can I use psychology to make my creatives more viral and generate more revenue for my brand? You have to identify the questions that these people are answering with their content. This alone is going to get you to about 1,000 followers on Twitter and LinkedIn. This right here is going to help you close your first few deals and get people to start seeing you as an actual personal brand, not a nobody in the space. They're going to start recognizing you. But how can we start getting people to see you as this authority, where you're the top name that they think about when they're hiring or when you're in the space? That is all around stage 2. Stage 2 is about identifying our winners. It's about propaganda and memetics, the DM 100 strategy, the 50 strategy, and the middle of the funnel content. Because at the beginning stages, all we're caring about is building momentum. We're creating one content piece a day. We're getting people to recognize us. We're building connections with people. However, we're still trying to go as viral as possible and get as many eyes on our content as possible. But we also want to nurture these people, and we do that through this stage here, which is identify winners and optimize. So you're going to go into your account bi-weekly and you're going to give yourself a report card. We create this for our clients, of course, but essentially we analyze what topics and structures are working and create multiple new topics. So 50% of the next 2 weeks content is based off of our winning and losing content. If we know some content's winning, we're going to get 50% of the new topics for the next 14 days based off those winners with a new spin on it. Right? We optimize and we build on top of it. We test something new based off of those old winners, and we're creating new topics based off them. Then we're also going to mix in the new tests. We're going to go back to this same methodology right here, where we're going back into the competitors in the space. We're going to see what's working with them, and then we're making basically new tests. 50% of the remainder of the strategy is based off of other people and competitors and trends in the industry. It's that simple. That is how we are coming up with topics every 2 weeks. It's just a very granular, nitty-gritty process, and you do this for Twitter and LinkedIn. Then there's going to be propaganda and memetics. Guys, I cannot stress this as well enough. This is exactly how you change the minds of the masses to trust you and want to pay you. This is not manipulating people for unethical purposes. This is you having conviction. This is you having conviction in your message and trying to show the world how important this conviction is. What is my conviction? My conviction is your personal brand is your most powerful asset. I can back that up with data. I can show you the behind the scenes as why this works. I can show you every technical post, every insightful post, every bit of information to get you to actually trust me with that. And that's what my content is for. Once you believe in my conviction, you now have the ability to hire me, because I know that you know what I'm preaching makes sense. I would never take on a client who I still need to convince. If they're not already convinced with my content, then my content is screwing up. I'm not doing everything I can be. The goal is to have one overall message, have conviction with that, so you can debate and die on that hill for. The top players in their space summarize their message into phrases. These are called memetics. For example, Trump had a phrase, "Make America Great Again." Alex Hormozi has his own nose strip. Hamza has his robe over here. All of these guys over here have their own taglines. You need your own phrase that you can repeat that summarizes your message until people actually understand. And here's an example. What is mine? Micro authority. I am constantly talking about the term micro creator or micro authority. Every single time I talk about it, everybody in the space raves about it. And when every single time I jump on a call, the first question that any prospect says with all my salespeople or myself, it would be, I want to become a micro authority. How can I do it? Now, my message is to tell people the importance of personal branding. So my content revolves around my lifestyle and the outcomes of building your personal brand into this micro authority and micro creator. I show stories, I show value. All my content revolves around selling my convictions to people, whether it be high value tactical posts or lifestyle based posts. I'm showing people the end result of becoming this. Now, step number 3 on phase 2 is the DM 100 strategy. You're going to network with people in the similar follower range as you. So you're going to find people with 500 to 1,000 followers or 1,500 to 2K. You're going to like and comment on their posts. You're going to get them to comment back on your post. You're going to engage with them, and you're going to rinse and repeat for 100 people. Why is this important? Because the way the algorithm works, we are now following the For You page. Everything is based off the For You page. If I engage with Faraz right now and I click on this tweet, and all of his content is going to start popping up more and more on my timeline. If he responds to me, my content's going to start showing up on his timeline. My objective is to show up on as many timelines as possible. Same thing happens with LinkedIn. Get as many of these people to see you, trust you, then you DM them, jump in calls with them. Then there's the 50 strategy, where you're finding 25 accounts on Twitter and LinkedIn that are in similar follow ranges, comment under their posts with value, connect with them in the DMs, and you're going to start showing up on their feeds. Guys, it's that freaking easy. This is something that you got to follow consistently without fail. I do not take on clients. These guys are 8 and 9 fig founders and CEOs and agency owners and business owners. If they are not able to engage with people, I do not take them on as a client. They will not get results. You need to learn how to engage with people following these processes. Now, what is the content that you're going to be posting? Now you're going to be changing your strategy up. Yeah, you can still be doing your hot takes, experiences, stories, and motivation, but you're adding these 3 things in it. Case studies. Case studies are middle of funnel posts to get people to trust you. We posted one for a client yesterday, 200 bookmarks on it. He's going niche viral in his industry where people are seeing his value. He's posting these case studies and people are ready to pay him because he see him as his authority. Then there's authoritative content where you're showing off some sort of result that you brought with some sort of revenue and you're doing a full technical breakdown. And then there's also video content. Guys, video content prints, man. Like, I cannot even preach this enough. Basically, what X and LinkedIn do is they're optimizing for retention, which essentially means the retention that people have on a post of yours. So if my video is long and people are watching through, they're going to keep pushing this to more and more people for me. It's free freaking exposure. And video content, you're literally just going to take your most viral posts and you're going to design them onto a Miro. We do this for our clients, of course, and they just record a video on it and we just post it on their Twitter or LinkedIn accounts. Guys, it's very, very simple. Now, the algorithm, I just gave you guys a quick briefing, but the algorithm is exactly what I just said above. Now, phase number 3 is going to be about expansion. So now you don't only have to focus on Twitter and LinkedIn, you can expand to YouTube and your email list, right? And the way you're going to do this is your email list, you're going to be doing auto DMs, which is giveaways. You can use this using Hype Fury or Taplio. If you want to sign up to these platforms, click the link in the description. I have discounted links where if you sign up for Hype Fury, you're going to get your first month for $1, literally $1. And it's automatically going to DM a resource, and then you're going to DM them your newsletter link. You're going to put them into an email flow, and the email flow is literally this 7-step email flow. The email number 1 is about your prospect doesn't trust you. You got to introduce yourself and provide the resource. Email number 2 is same as above. They still don't trust you. Now you're going to be showing them screenshots of results and you're going to provide some value. Email number 3 is the problem, is they still don't like you and the prospect understands they have a problem but doesn't know the solution. You're going to circle back to the pain points. You're going to share a story of someone who was also in this same position and how you solved that problem for them. Email number 4 is the prospect finally knows you a little bit, but they don't know if they can trust you. Now you're going to show case studies of results with an individual person. The email number 5, the problem is the prospect knows you, they understand you, but they still don't know if they can trust you. So you're going to have another breakdown of a way to get them to trust you. And then you're selling and selling. Now you're doing 3 emails a week, or you could do 1 entire email once on a weekly basis. I like doing the 3 a week. Business takes case studies technical. Business take is your perspective on running business. Case study is going to be some results, and a technical breakdown is the steps at the bottom of each of those you're promoting. Then there's YouTube. Your weekly YouTube strategy is you're going to have 1 to 4 videos every week. There's raw videos, which are meant to go viral. You're just talking straight in front of the camera. Then there's going to be actual breakdowns, what you're seeing right here, very technical. Then there's the listicles, which is like the steps that it takes to reach an outcome, and then trends of what's going on in the industry. This is my YouTube strategy. I've closed well over 6 figures worth of deals from YouTube this year alone by only posting probably 15 different times. Like, I'm not posting consistently. Whenever I do want to close a deal, all I have to do is come to YouTube, post any of the videos that I need, and I promote it towards my Twitter and my LinkedIn. And guys, that's essentially it. That is the entire process, and that's YouTube for you. Now, if we go down here, I want you guys to understand this. If you guys want to build your personal brand into an authority, I can help you out with the entire process. We're going to interview you. We'll define your pillars, your tone, and understand your stories and experiences. We're going to create a custom content strategy and topics, and we're going to get you to approve them. Then we're going to interview you for those, and we're going to start creating your content, long form content, short form content, Miros like these, custom creative visuals. You get to quality check them and you enjoy your content. You're literally doing 45 minutes a week, and we're handling everything else. We're optimizing your content. We're doing everything that you need for your Twitter and your LinkedIn, and helping you out with your videos for YouTube to build you into this authority. If you want to build your personal brand into an authority, if you're an agency owner, a founder, a CEO, an info product guy, coach, a consultant, basically anyone who wants to build their personal brand, but if you have over 1,000 followers on Twitter and LinkedIn, click the link below and book a call with me, and I'm going to chat with you guys directly. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy, everyone.